Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan and welcome to the Home Swap Project. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm joined by the amazing Curtis Paradis and together we're trying something a little new you may not have seen before. So firstly, as the build starts in the background, I'll explain a little bit about how the project's going to work. So firstly, myself and Curtis each get to design the exterior of a house along with all the major internal walls and some basic decorating as well. Once complete, me and Curtis then will swap builds and each will have the opportunity to furnish the other's build. The major rules of this, however, is neither of us can change any of the internal walls or doors. They must remain pretty much as standard, although the doors themselves can be swapped out but their placement must remain the same. And also, we cannot have seen each other's builds, so we cannot have any cheeky looks first. We have to do this completely based off the inspiration we get once the builds are done. So that's the basic rules, but without further ado, let's just jump straight into how my build is currently going. So first things first, you can see I'm just working on the exterior now, so you can see I've laid down the main foundations for what will be the downstairs. I'm just doing some pathways now on the inside as well, just to cover what will be a driveway area as well as the entrance. And you can see what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to keep this very much a modern style build. So what I've done is put down a nice low fence leading up to the pathway. I'm just putting this subtle flower bed to act as a trim. I didn't originally plan on doing this, but when I actually did the design and template for this build before I started recording it, I fell in love with how this looks. So really pleased with how it's turned out. So I hope Curtis doesn't replace this part, but bearing in mind if he doesn't like it, he can always do so. So just finishing this area off with a nice red and white rosebush alternating trim. It's a really subtle touch, but again, took that nice low profile hedge kind of flower bed, I think is the word I was looking for, flower bed trim, and just adds another layer to it, almost a three-dimensional layer to it by adding the plants on top. So it's a really subtle touch, but really important nonetheless. So as we move to the inside, you can see I've actually just used the half walls, one of the first times I've used them in the game, so really loving how they look. Just as we move up to the top floor, we'll cover some major furnishing and then it'll be time to decorate. So on the top floor, you can see just laying down the area for what will be a centre hallway. We've got what will be a study area, a bathroom above it, and on the left side is what will be the master bedroom, well at least it will in my eyes. So as we move to the roofs themselves, the roofs are something that is actually quite complex in The Sims 4 and it's something that I struggled with this build. Unfortunately, there is no easy way to do roofs and it takes a lot of trial and error. This whole section, before I took the edits to it, was probably about 40 minutes worth of video footage of me actually playing with these roofs until I got them right, so you're seeing a massively condensed version. So with the build itself, I wanted to kind of go with a modern style build, at least on the outside, but give it room for Curtis if he wants to put some classic interior design to it if he wanted to, so he didn't necessarily have to go with the ultra modern style, but I personally think it works. So as we move to the top roof now, a lot more simpler, an area for what will be that nice bay area, which you'll see shortly. I'm going to put a massive window that spans both floors in there. A nice subtle touch, but really opens up that what will be a balcony area. So for the main build itself, putting down this nice stone wall and then some nice grey bricks for what will be the entrance where the door will actually be. A subtle touch, but makes it stand out away from the major part of the building. For the upstairs, I keep the front of that the same for what will be, as I said, that bay window, and also leave the chimney breast alone, but use this nice open slat wood effect. Again, something that just breaks up the build a little bit and takes it from just being a boring grey colour to add so much more style to it, so really pleased with how that turned out. Just now as we move to the major windows, it's working on the door at the front. As you can see, I've placed down the bay windows and they will become clear when I open up the floors later, and just moving around the back now, placing down the door and then putting in the big windows all the way over the decked area. And you can see I've just placed a window inside. That's an interesting little window. I wanted to create a divider in that room and I couldn't think of the best way to do it, so in the end I thought the best way of doing it is having a glass pane there. Unfortunately, I wanted to use one of the waterfall features that came with the Spa Day pack, but unfortunately wasn't able to do that, so I made do with the window instead, and I think it acts as a really subtle touch but a really important touch nonetheless. So just sorting out the nice dark brown trim for all the roofs, and then next is going to be colouring them all a nice dark colour. So the dark colour contrasts the rest of the roofs, and if you notice there as well, unfortunately there is a graphical glitch in this build and during my recording. As you saw, the door no doubt is missing. Unfortunately, that is just something that happened with this particular build when I was designing it. When I do my glamour shots and when you actually play the game, the door is very much there. Just the minute you go into build mode, for some reason the door didn't like to stick around. So just as we move to the inside, it's going to start off then just by basically painting the window area a nice brown to basically hide the fact to make it look like one complete window. For the main build itself, I've used this triple stripe design, one of the new wallpapers added. I have to admit, I fell in love with it the minute I saw it, and I just want to use it in all my builds. So as you can see, I've used quite a few different colours of it already. A nice dark grey with a light grey stripe for what will be the kitchen dining area. For the rest of the build, I've gone with a light grey with a white stripe, and just now moving to the floor. So a nice brown hardwood floor. As you saw there, I've just put a nice light wood floor for what will be the kitchen come dining area. That is the living area, and I've just used a slightly bluer tinge or a greeny tinge for what will be kind of a relaxing area where Sims can come and do some basic reading, library kind of area, basically a nice place to come and sit. So next is the shelving around the fireplace. So the shelves are something that, again, it's a subtle design choice that I just really like. So I can't deny it's something that I hope Curtis keeps, but unfortunately it is up to him. If he can't make them work, he will remove them, and I can't blame him for that. So as we move to the top floor, I've just placed down a lot of lights now, nothing more than just a placeholder. Again, these can be replaced by Curtis when he gets hold of the build if he wants to. So that's the master bedroom just working on there. Nice tan and a dark beige wallpaper there. The landing area, again, nice white and light. Wanted to do some modern for what will be kind of an office area and the bathroom as well. Again though, this is just what I plan to do them, but not sure if Curtis is going to like the design. I would personally use 2 bedrooms up there, but that is his preference. So nice stone brick there, and again moving around the edge here you can see just placing down a decked area with a nice light wood. Then to finish off the garden area, bear in mind I want to give him space if he wants to put any yoga stuff, or so maybe he wants to put a pool outside, just a couple of trees and just work on the grass, making it look a little nicer and presentable. And this, as we finish up, that pretty much wraps up the building type of this build itself. So as we move into the glamour shots, let's explain a little bit about the next steps. So as you can see, this is a modern style build is the idea of it, and I wanted to leave space for Curtis to design pretty much what he wanted. The inside, as you can see here, is pretty open plan, although there are some dividers and separators leading to separate the dining area. As you can see here, the kitchen living area with the table and stuff, and again just to be a nice place to come and relax. As you move upstairs shortly, you can see here this is going to be the nice landing area, and I'm hoping this is going to be the master bedroom, and then also spaces for another bedroom and a bathroom as required. So this build is by no means over. This is part of a 4-part series called the Home Swap Project. So this is part 1, the build. The next part will be up on Curtis' channel probably in about half an hour. If not, just click the links on screen now and it should take you to the playlist to see his parts and see what he does with the build. Then it will be my turn to furnish his. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video along with the rest of the videos, and thank you very much for watching. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan. This has been the Home Swap Project and I'm out. I'll see you in the next video and take care.